Hey everyone, we're back in North Beach, here again in Miami, Florida. We're going to be doing a quick walking tour. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of Miami-Dade, and I think it's quite underrated too. There's a lot of new development going up, and they're redoing the entirety of the boardwalk. So we're going to take a little bit of a tour around the construction site. We'll talk about some of the new developments. So let's get started. We're right on the corner of Collins Avenue and 73rd Street. This is also named, I should say nicknamed, Little Buenos Aires. So a lot of culture and cuisine from Argentina. Looking directly across the street, this is one of my favorite restaurants. It's a Cuban restaurant. It's called Sazon Cuban. And it sits adjacent the North Beach bandshell. There's lots of bus access, public transportation, and you have a free trolley. Now, North Beach is one of those neighborhoods where you're not gonna get all the crazy party and the noise that you would get in South Beach, but you get the privacy of these nice beaches here, but you also kind of get an up-and-coming neighborhood. The building all the way in the distance that you see there is brand new. That's 72 Park. You're gonna be seeing more and more of these luxury condos being built right here in North Beach. So I'm very optimistic on the neighborhood overall over the next 5 to 10 years. So we'll wait for the light and we'll cross. And we'll check out the brand new boardwalk that they're building. Now, all up and down Collins Avenue, you're gonna have so many restaurants. Just over the last 3 to 5 years, they built this up in a major way. You have new pizza shops, you have Italian restaurants, pretty much everything you can imagine they have right here on Collins between 73rd Street and 80th Street. This is a really good restaurant across the way there too. But Sazon is my favorite. You're gonna see this addition that they made here. So if you don't want to eat inside, they have brand new outdoor dining and a cafe, which is quite nice. And just a block away from the water. So here is their outdoor dining. It's almost as if it's under this interesting cabana. Really nice aesthetic. Great Cuban music. And also, this is a new build here. This is a mini outdoor cafe that sits right next to the main restaurant, where you can grab a coffee, a juice, a sandwich, pretty much anything. And it's right off Collins Avenue. So you're gonna see all of this fencing here. It's a little bit inconvenient at first, however, it's going to make way for a brand new boardwalk. You can look at some of the renderings online. It's going to be quite spectacular. Let me see if I can connect the microphone. It's a little bit windy. I want to cut down on some of the wind noise. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit less on the noise. But yeah, as you can see here, I mean, this is so exciting. This is amazing. Imagine moving to North Beach. You're gonna be able to take advantage of all of this pretty soon. Brand new concrete boardwalk. It's gonna go all the way up, connect to about 80th Street. You're gonna have a brand new entrance to the beach or the water. But you still have all of these volleyball courts and things like that, which is nice. I'll give you guys a bird's eye view. And you'll notice it's not as crowded, it's not as packed as it is in South Beach. So if you're looking for the lifestyle of living in the tropics, having the availability to do a lot of outdoor activities like playing volleyball, paddleball, and go into the ocean, but you kind of want that exclusivity of a neighborhood feel, I think North Beach may be for you. This is the community center. I'll quickly take you up because it's an amazing bird's eye view. You guys have to check this out. Sometimes I come up here and just relax. So we have a bird's eye view of the new construction. That's going to be the brand new boardwalk. You can see everybody enjoying this beautiful Friday afternoon. And look at that, overlooking Miami Beach, that crystal clear blue water. So this is the top balcony, and just for some perspective, this is the park. That's where we started the the video. And that building in the distance there, that is the brand new condominium called 72 Park, which is really exciting. So if you're thinking about moving here to Miami, I will give you one piece of advice, okay? Be very careful and do your diligence with older condominiums down here. Why do I say that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because a lot of them are coming up on special assessments. Some of these special assessments could be 5, even 6-figure assessments. So that really happens in a lot of the older buildings. So just do your diligence. And if you are gonna buy in a condo, I would stick to the newer development, okay? Now, it really just depends case by case, but if you need any help with that, just feel free to email us here at the Kirsten Jordan team, because something that we're seeing down here, particularly in Florida, not necessarily Florida is the only state, you're seeing this in California and places like San Diego. With these new regulations, these buildings need to be kept up to code, and after the horrible tragedy in Surfside, unfortunately, well, fortunately, but unfortunately for some of these really high special assessments, people are having to pay, $20,000 special assessments. In some rare cases, $120,000 special assessments to maintain some of these older buildings, to keep them up to code. So just a quick note there. So if you are searching for a place to live in terms of a condominium, make sure you do your diligence. You have got to do that just so you could avoid a headache down the line. Okay, let's exit here. And let's walk through the town, and then we'll get back on that boardwalk and explore some of the other construction. I love these beautiful Art Deco style buildings here too. Looks like we may even catch a sunset. This is a really cool little mini kind of cabana they built. So if you don't want to sit down inside Saison, you can purchase something here, sit down, have a drink. Okay, we're gonna get back on Collins Avenue and we're gonna make this right. And we're essentially gonna go all the way up through the town, through the main town. You're gonna see lots of traffic because it is a Friday afternoon. Something quite interesting that I never saw in Florida before is boba places, like bubble tea. But as so many people have been moving to South Florida, you're actually starting to see some of these bubble tea places pop up, which is pretty cool. This is like a Taiwanese tea drink, which is quite nice. This is a good Italian spot coming up here on the right that has great indoor and outdoor dining. I oftentimes come here to get pasta, but they have very, very good pizza too. This is relatively new. I'd say probably they've been here maybe 2 years now. Let's take a look at the menu. It's also a pretty nice atmosphere in there too. Now this place coming up on the right on the corner of 74th Street and Collins Avenue. This is Burgers and Shakes. In my opinion, this is by far the best burger I've ever had in my life. And this place is open late. I think it's open till maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So if you're looking for a good place to get a burger or a milkshake, come here. 74th and Collins. Okay, let's make this right. And I just want to show you more of the construction that's going on here, because chances are, if you haven't been to North Beach in the last, let's just say in the last 5 months, all of this is completely changed. You're going to see the building just to the left of you, which used to be an old hotel and motel that's been abandoned for years. That's all coming down. That's coming out, and there's going to be ultra luxury, really, really beautiful apartments. There's going to be restaurants. Everything you can imagine is going to be popping up right here. That's kind of why you have everything boarded off and barricaded off. you're going to have all new concrete boardwalk for cycling, for running, activities, everything you can imagine. You know what? Let me just show you what the rendering looks like, just for some perception here. And you're going to have a lot of nice greenery too. So these are going to be the new buildings where we're standing. You're going to have the condos here, the apartments, brand new boardwalk, and all of this really nice greenery right on the beach. Ocean Terrace Park is what it's going to be called. You can see all the construction equipment here. It's going to be very interesting to watch this video back when all of this construction is complete. So periodically we'll be taking video in North Beach to track the progress of this construction. But essentially all of this is going to be brand new boardwalk. And this is so positive for the neighborhood because these, I mean, they were blown out for years. Really ratty, nasty looking buildings. They're coming down, and in its place is going to be beautiful, beautiful apartments. This is a nice building here too. You have a really cool sushi restaurant in the basement. Let's take one more look at another one of the renderings. What I'm happy to see is all this greenery. A lot of times they can make everything like a concrete jungle, kind of like New York City, but it looks like they're going to work in a lot of green space into the development too. Again, if you want to do some diligence on your own, it is called Ocean Terrace Park. This is tacos, beer, and cocktails. Really nice hotel overlooking the water. I would assume that once all this construction is done, this is going to be a very, very desirable place. We're going to make this right, and it's going to bring us by the library, which I believe they do have plans to redo the entire library as well. You'll be able to see the boardwalk that it's going to connect to. You're going to have outdoor workout facilities. They'll have pull-up bars, pretty much everything you can imagine. So this main road is Collins Avenue. We're going to go around here through the detour. That's that old library, which is also coming down. I believe that's going to be totally renovated. And this is one of the main parks. Okay, we're out of the construction zone. You can see where it says detour. This is one of my favorite parks to hang out in. You have so much green space, you have places to ride bikes, lock your bikes up. You'll see a lot of people walking their dogs, hanging out with their kids. The landscaping is quite pristine as well. Palm trees everywhere, a lot of nice shade, which is good, particularly on a day like today, where it's over 90 degrees in Miami. And this is going to take us to the main entrance of the beach. 2 restrooms here. And you have a shower station for outside. And all of the construction we just saw will connect to this boardwalk and go all the way up. You have an outdoor children's playground, which is awesome if you live in the neighborhood and you have kids. You could take them here. Once again, you have the restrooms just off to your right. These are public restrooms, and they're kept very clean, by the way. Oftentimes when you think about a public restroom, it can be a little sketch, but they keep these sparkling clean. And here we have the water. This is the ocean. This is the 76th Street entrance. And let me just show you. So this is the boardwalk. And that is going to be all the new boardwalk that we kind of just discussed and talked about. We'll give a little bit of an exclusive sneak peek. I mean, it already looks fantastic, guys. I mean, look at that. You can see some of the landscaping coming in already, brand new concrete being poured all through here. So if you're an outdoorsman or an outdoorswoman, you love biking, you love, scootering, you love, walking or running, you're going to be able to quite literally run on the boardwalk all the way from North Beach straight down to South Beach. I mean, that is going to be fantastic. Really amazing stuff. We have just enough time. I want to take you on the sand. And then we'll check out some of those outdoor workout facilities. Obviously on the ground you have the markers just to kind of keep you on track of which street you are off of Collins Avenue. And here you are right on the water. Beautiful. You can see the cruise ships off in the distance. And now we're looking to the north, and all of those skyscrapers you see in the distance, that's Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, which is technically considered the billionaire's row of the South. You can see the beautiful Ritz-Carlton residences, the Turnberry Ocean Club, just so many amazing buildings that are going up in Sunny Isles Beach. You have the Porsche Design Tower, and you have the brand new Bentley residences that are just coming up. I was literally at the Turnberry residences today, and they were pretty much just breaking ground on Bentley. Okay, let's get back on the boardwalk here. Let's check out some of the outdoor workout facilities. Here's the first one. Every so often they'll have these built. There's a dip bar, pull-up bar, chin-up, and they have these placed every so often as you walk down the boardwalk. So you pretty much don't even need a gym membership when you move down here. We have 2 volleyball courts. Now as you walk down here, you're going to see 4 main beachfront residences here. And they have private access to the beach. Now there's no private beaches in South Florida, but you do have the private entrances to those beaches, which you can just see off to the left. So here's your first example. You can see the address 7701. So behind all this calusia will be your private entrance from your house to the beach. So you can imagine the type of views that you have as you're standing out over your balcony, looking at the beautiful water and those lifeguard stands, which are pretty unique. Now I'll try to get the camera up as high as I can for you guys, but as you can see, those are all the main mansions that are overlooking the water with those private entrances to the beach. All right, we're almost nearing the end of the boardwalk, but they've extended it and opened it up. So you'll be able to see the newer boardwalk that connects, and you can go all the way up to Surfside. So just as a little bit of geography to kind of orient everybody here, we're in North Beach. If you continue to go further north, you're going to be in the town of Surfside. Okay? Now, if you go one more town up, that's going to be Bal Harbour, which is just an unbelievably extraordinary place. Beautiful, love Surfside as well. Now, if you continue to go up north through Bal Harbour, you're going to go over something called the Haulover Inlet. Now, once you go over the Haulover Inlet, headed north, that's going to take you to Sunny Isles Beach, where you have some of those just amazing developments that are going up and that have already been built, such as the Ritz-Carlton, the Turnberry Ocean Club Residences, the Porsche Design Tower, and they're breaking ground right now on the Bentley Design Tower. 79th Street here. As we walk past this tree line, this is all brand new. About maybe 8 months to 12 months old. This is all new boardwalk that will continue to take you up to Surfside. So again, the goal is to not have any impairment, if you will, in the boardwalk, so people can ride their bikes, they can go for a run, and you'll never have to deviate off into the street, which is fantastic. This is going to be a game changer down here. And it's nice and wide, so you have more than enough room for cyclists. You have more volleyball courts the further north you go. And for the sake of this, we'll turn around and I'll take you guys back to the street. These are some beautiful homes here. And this will take us right back to Collins. This is the Altos Del Mar private residences. This is a gated community with 24/7, 365 security. Everyone has their own home, private driveway. I mean, these are just absolutely stunning homes. And private access to the boardwalk, and then you can go on the beach. I would like to make a recommendation for those of you who are thinking about moving down to South Florida and you don't want to live in a condo, I would check out the neighborhood of Normandy Shores. Now, back in the day, this is probably 2015, I was thinking about purchasing a property there. It is very quiet, very residential, and it's within walking distance to North Beach. That is also kind of like a gated private community. And a lot of those homes, the older style Miami homes, are being bought up and essentially total teardowns to these massive mega mansions in Miami. So that's a very nice neighborhood. If you're looking for single family homes, might I suggest checking out the neighborhood of Normandy Shores. You can see a lot of the more modest and residential apartments. And we're about to see the trolley. This is a free trolley, by the way, that's coming right now. That will take you all the way to South Beach for free, no cost. Look at how pretty this building looks, right on 78th and Collins. I love those bright pink flowers that bloom in the summer. Such a pretty neighborhood. And again, here's the main driveway to those single-family residences at Altos. I love looking at these older holdout houses that have been here forever and they have not been redeveloped. So interesting looking at it. Amongst all of the new development, it's quite nice to see at least one holdout. These are those flowers I was talking about. Look at how beautiful these are. And here's the other entrance to the park. This will take you all the way back to the boardwalk. This is a small fraction of what North Beach has to offer. There's so much more. We just can't capture it all in one video. There's going to be multiple others coming out. We'll do one where we head south on Collins, so you can see some of the other developments, some of the newer restaurants. Here's the other side of this gated community. All right, if you guys enjoyed this walking tour of North Beach, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more Miami walking tours. And if you're interested in moving down to South Florida and you need some help, feel free to reach out to us at the contact information below. We are the Kirsten Jordan team at Douglas Elliman. We'll see you all in the next video. Take care.